Ma'am, drop the machete. Do it now. Claire opened her eyes. Bright beams of light hit her directly in the pupils, and she grimaced. Red and blue lights flashed off granite tombstones that stuck out of the ground like teeth. What the hell was going on? The last thing she remembered was tumbling into bed with an empty bottle of wine. I repeat, put the peacock and the machete down. The voice was coming from a bullhorn. She glanced down. A bird with bright blue feathers bobbed its head inquisitively from the crook of her left arm. Crumbs littered her shirt. Moonlight glinted off the machete Luke had used to clear some of the weeds in the backyard. It thumped onto the grass. The bird, apparently startled by the noise, thrashed its neck and backed out of her arms. It hit the ground soundlessly and strutted off down a narrow bridge, tail feathers streaming behind. Water stretched around her. Fountains tinkled pleasantly. Where in the hell was she? She stepped back and bumped against something hard. Luke was going to be so pissed. This is what she got for falling asleep. She swung her head around as the lights approached. An imposing marble mausoleum with a bronze door stood behind her. Her elbow stung where it had bounced off one of the columns. Get down on your knees, the voice behind the flashlight yelled. She had really done it now. She dropped to her knees and put her hands behind her head. It was harder than it should have been to stretch her arms up. As the flashlights approached, she took stock of her outfit. Half the time, her nighttime wandering outfit didn't include pants. She didn't seem to be wearing them now, but it was difficult to tell because she was 100% dressed as a human-sized hot dog. The top of the wiener fabric stretched snugly over her head, and a drizzle of ketchup and mustard ran down her torso. Apparently, Luke had frequented some Hollywood Halloween parties, and now she was sleepwalking with a machete in the middle of a cemetery in Los Angeles, dressed as a hot dog, after Luke had expressly forbidden her from leaving the house alone because a group of serial killers was stalking her. All around great choices. You have the right to remain silent, one of the cops recited. Her ears rang like he was still shouting through the bullhorn. He droned through the rest of the Miranda rights. Was he speaking underwater? Claire fought for breath as her vision darkened. Her heart beat so fast it was almost painful. You're arresting me? For what? Was it illegal to dress as a hot dog in Los Angeles? Was this a vegan police force? Ma'am, you were trespassing and carrying a dangerous weapon. God damn it, sleepwalking Claire. She had skipped her cardio and meditation exercise before bed, and now she was paying the consequence. Her limbs shook. The short, sharp breaths she was able to steal burned her lungs. I have a sleepwalking disorder. Let me call my therapist. She can explain it to you. The cop scoffed. Yeah, we've heard it all before. He slapped a pair of handcuffs on her. Let's go. They tugged her to her feet. She tripped over an unseen rock, and they all but dragged her down the short bridge. It was really happening. She was being arrested. Just when she thought things couldn't possibly get any worse. She never should have come to this stupid city.